It's not working?
Well, it's going to have to be...
What's wrong with it?
It's not really centered, but it's going to have to go. Oops. Welcome to the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. My name's John.
And I'm Kim.
You're Kim? You're
I'm
not
Kim.
Sarah?
No, I'm not Sarah.
Oh,
Sarah will be
man,
back next week.
I thought I was sitting next to Sarah all week.
This is my last night of filling in, unfortunately. So.
I thought I was sitting next to Sarah all week.
I'm actually going to be very sad to leave.
You were?
Yeah. I've enjoyed it so much.
We thank you for stopping by. We really do. And tonight is going to be our weekly entertainment edition, right?
Where we tell you what to do, right?
We tell you what to do. Not that you'll
you don't
listen.
have to listen,
or
but we can
we
suggest
have
some
this
things that you might want to
illusion
do.
that
Yes.
you might actually listen to us for stuff to do this weekend.
Yes, this holiday weekend.
So how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, not bad.
Long time
Yeah.
no see.
Yeah. Well, so what's top on our news tonight?
Let me see. To top it off, I guess we can talk about, we have a new recipe from Jenny Baxter of Jenny's Kitchen.
Great.
Which we are not technically supposed to be putting up until tomorrow, but I'm going to talk about it tonight so that you
so
can maybe...
So we're about 2 hours early?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
So in case you wanted to make stuffed cross rib roast for the holidays, we have her recipe on our front news page. That is listed again on the front news page of thepinetree.net. It sounds quite yummy. And let me see. Angels Camp Firefighters still taking donations for the department's holiday toy food drive.
And there they are right there.
Yes.
That is a good-looking group of guys right there. There they go.
What is it about firefighters? They just there's just something about those guys in uniform. I don't know what it is.
So that's why they go into it, just
Probably.
so they can wear the uniform.
So they can get the chicks, I guess. I don't know.
Still taking donations. Holiday toy. Let's take this back to a little bit toy and food drive.
I like to joke a lot. That's just who I am.
The Angels Camp Holiday Firefighters still accepting toys. All right. And also, I
guess we should probably talk about that a little bit more.
Okay, go ahead.
The fire department is sponsoring 27 families in need this year and is still gladly accepting toys and gift items for children ages 2 to 14. Good gifts include toys, gift cards for clothing, music stores, etc., and any other items children in that age group may enjoy. If you want to read some more information on that, you can go to the front page of our site for that to get further information on that. It's the City of Angels Camp Fire Department who's putting that on.
And I also want to say thank you to our sponsors. And tonight's broadcast is being sponsored by the Bear Valley Lodge.
Thank you, Mark Phillips and staff.
Yeah, and Bear Valley Lodge, if you haven't been up there, is a fun. Even if you don't ski or play, it's a fun
just
place
to go hang out in the lodge.
Every time you go up there, it has that vacation atmosphere.
Does,
you feel like you're
very warm
someplace
and cozy,
else.
And it's just it's very, very nice and uplifting.
It is. Now, what happened at Michelson?
Michelson held their winter concert, Children Light the Way. And Chris Fickner, who occasionally does some reporting for us, she's getting ready to have a baby in March, so she's not able to help us as much as she would like to. She sent us some pictures, a slideshow of the musical concert that they held. I'm not sure if it was held tonight. I really honestly don't know when it was held.
There it is.
Tonight or
it's
last
right there.
night.
See?
So we have a whole slideshow up
of
the Michelson Elementary School winter concert, Children Light the Way. So you can go ahead and take a look at that on our site also. And thanks again, Chris, for sending those to us. We appreciate it. Tomorrow, Vallecito Union School District has a minimum day. I assume they're going off for Christmas vacation, probably.
You think so?
A reminder on that, probably most likely. Now, should we talk about these men in the tight pants, or what? What do you think?
There you go. I mean, let's see. Let me pull this picture up. Now not that we want to make fun of people who or pick on them, but it is our entertainment edition.
Yes.
So
yes. Now this is not coming out up until January, but this is one of those programs in the Ovation series. Presents the Sons of San Joaquin in Angels Camp, and that is coming up on January 13th at the Bret Hart Theater in Angels Camp. And they are the Singing Cowboys. Will return once again at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m.
And from the looks of their photos, looks like it's three middle-aged men in tight pants.
Yeah.
Right?
When I put the article up earlier, John said, we cannot have that on the top article.
Joking.
We've got to scroll that down.
I'm sure they do a great job.
I'm sure they do. It says because it says back by popular demand.
Yes, we were just...
I'm sure they do a great job.
Was it... Yeah, never mind. We'll just leave that one alone. And guess what we have tonight?
What?
Miss Lunsford.
Oh, that's right.
Did send us video from across the pond.
London, which...
And here we go.
Never been. We would love to go sometime.
We have
Of course, we can't even afford to go to Disneyland, so...
You can barely afford to go to Angels Camp.
Yeah, exactly.
Much less London, It's just... It's like, whoa, let's see. Can we get... well, luckily it's down the hill, so you can coast most ways, right?
Exactly.
It's getting back up that's the issue. And we have about 7 minutes, so what? You know what? Let's...
There she is in front of Starbucks, of course.
And thank you, sir. It's a loud street.
Okay, we're looking at the Royal Academy of Arts, one of their buildings.
Royal Academy of Arts.
This is actually sort of a fascinating sculpture, which is called Three-Legged Buddha. This is the type of art that you find around London besides the traditional art. And it's by a man called
A
Zhang
three-legged Buddha.
Han. So the three-legged Buddha. Now this is another shot of the three-legged Buddha as you're walking towards the arches.
What do you think of the three-legged Buddha, Ken?
And as you can see,
I
there's
don't know
a
if I would be
statue.
visiting the three-legged Buddha, but...
It's a permanent statue in the middle of the courtyard, framed by the three-legged Buddha.
We don't want to block people's view of the three-legged Buddha.
Okay, this is the famed Piccadilly Circus, and as you can see, Santa is up there on the sign.
Santa and Coke.
Coca-Cola Santa, selling Coca-Cola.
We're doing a travelogue from London. If you're just joining us, that's what we're doing.
Sarah is in London right now
Where we'll be heading
on a
next.
little mini vacation, and I guess a
Kind
partial
of quasi-business trip.
business trip with a friend of hers. So she's been so kind to send us a clip on
We're looking at London traffic now. Now here we go. Double-decker buses.
It's very gloomy.
What's gloomy?
A little bit gloomy.
A bit gloomy.
Gloomy.
All right, Sarah, where are you taking
I
us?
don't know. That's
Right now it's like we're walking down a street.
I don't
Here we
know.
go. Any junk? Where are we going, Sarah?
We will also have this up on the site for you
Yeah.
later if you want to take a look at that in more
Alright,
extent.
you won't be able to see these very well, but this is actually a statue of Florence Nightingale.
I think she's taking
And then
a
over
British
here-
accent when she's over there.
You can see him as Sidney Herbert.
She was
Florence
The woman
Nightingale.
surrounded by three men in Cossack hats, it looks like.
Yep, she's got a little bit of British accent.
As you can see,
Pigeons.
he's a national bird. Even to the point that he's sitting on top of one of these guys' heads in front of the National Gallery, which is just right here.
Is she doing
If I
it on
pan
purpose?
around,
Or
you'll
she
see we're actually in
did the
the
accent
Here we
come
go.
back when she
I
got
think
over
so.
there?
I think we're the British lineage is coming out in all
She wasn't born
Sarah.
there, though.
No.
Her parent, her mom.
Careful, yes.
and the infamous sightseeing bus.
There's the double-decker buses.
There's cold milk.
Which I've always wanted to do. We've never
I
taken
know.
a double-decker bus
I know.
anywhere.
Now this is Trafalgar
Do they have those
Square
touring
from a
angels
different
camp?
point
No, I
of
don't think
view.
so.
They don't have the.
No.
I thought they had those.
From the patio at the National Gallery. So you get to see it from above, which is kind of nice. Okay, this is another aspect of Trafalgar Square. As you can see, there's Big Ben in the distance. Lots of traffic.
Big Ben, right behind that double-decker bus. So I guess
Go on.
big. Okay, we lost Big Ben. All right.
I'm trying not to make you sick. And this is Trafalgar Square again. Well,
There's
we've been
Big
for
Ben.
this little walking
Way back there. There's Big Ben. Right back there. Oh, there. Oh, we lost it again. There went Big Ben.
I know this is scintillating internet television.
And we will have this up on the side if you want to watch it more of a close-up. Because we're just. It's McDonald's right
There's
there.
a walking man.
Yeah, it reminds me of New York a lot.
Most big cities probably start looking the
It
same.
doesn't look really look any different. It doesn't look like how I expected it to. It's quite beautiful, all the
And we
architecture.
wait
Look
for
at
another
that.
walking man. There he is.
We're almost done with our tour. Here we go. We're on the streets of London. So we took you from Arnold to London.
ATM line.
Here we go.
Look at that long ATM line. So those people waiting to get money out.
It's Christmas.
Yeah. Look at that's beautiful. These buildings, wow.
Okay, this is the archway to the mall.
It's a mall.
The archway to the
Take
mall.
us down.
What mall? We're not quite
The
sure.
palace.
Buckingham?
They close on Sundays, but since this is Monday,
Is that what she said?
there's traffic here today. Make sure I don't get run over. Straight down there is Buckingham Palace. Okay,
Wow.
this is Buckingham Palace.
There's Buckingham
Just walking
Palace
up
right
to
there.
it.
Cool.
We're in front of Buckingham Palace. I don't feel any more royal than.
St. James's Park.
Huh? No, we got it. We're all right.
Beautiful. It's a bit gloomy, though.
Does look a tad sad. Buckingham Palace. Look at that.
Yes,
Buckingham
wow.
Palace. Look at that. Beautiful. Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great time over there.
Is this the St. James?
And Big Ben.
Oh, Big Ben again, right back there.
And here's another view in front of Buckingham Palace. Because it's worth looking at again.
There is Buckingham Palace. I don't think she's going to get to number 10 Downing Street.
So we won't have a chance to talk to her today.
Oh, the Queen wasn't in.
She wasn't available.
Very nice.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
And you be safe driving,
Yeah.
flying home.
Thank you. So that was our tour of London. Buckingham Palace. We'll have that up on the site.
Yes, thank you.
And so what's going on this weekend?
We have a few more things to talk
We better
about.
hurry here.
I know.
No.
Calaveras HRC breaks ground at new facility site today.
Yes, they did.
And our new reporter Bethany Monk was on hand taking video, and we have a little story up on that. Their 5,000 square foot new facility is going to be built at 232 George Reed Road off of Pull Station Road in San Andreas. So that is so nice. They're going to have that.
And here it is.
Yes, we have a picture of it. And
We have the picture. There's the
Picture and
happy
video?
group
Yes.
breaking ground.
Yes.
Celebrate the fact that
And there's about 2 minutes of video of the chatting about the years and years of planning for the HRC Food Bank.
This food bank has been an idea, has been in
If you'd like to watch that video, you can watch that on the site also. As
That's
we're
right.
running out of time here.
Now there's a couple more HRC things. Didn't they have their
They had their shopping day
the
yesterday,
shopping day,
which we talked about last night.
last night.
Yes, but we do have a slideshow added to that now that you can go ahead and take a look at.
That's right. And also a little bit of. Do we have some video of that too? No, just
We do.
we don't.
Just, no,
Yeah.
we don't. We just have a slideshow.
And also, the ARC, the ARC members of Amador and Calaveras County go a caroling to share Christmas
So nice.
spirit. And this is the ARC members. We have a little video clip of them up singing some Christmas carols, and they
Very
were
beautiful.
and they were
Did a
singing
great
carols.
job.
They did a program with some Calaveras high school students. So we have some clips of that as well.
So you can take a look at
ARC
that
is a
on the side.
vocation program that assists developmentally disabled adults by teaching and practicing community service jobs and life skills. More than 140,000 members of ARC.
Wow.
And this was the local affiliate that was doing that. So for more information on ARC, give them a call at 267-59678 or 754-4001.
Very nice, very nice. We also have we've got a sheriff's report today. 2 railroad flatmen were arrested on drug charges.
So what,
That was
what,
quite
did what did they do?
Well, let me read the whole report. Or?
Oh, well, something. We
have
got to give
time
some
for that?
highlights.
Okay. 2 railroad flatmen were arrested Tuesday after sheriff deputies responded to a tip on the location of a wanted person. Sheriff's deputies responded to a residence on the 1600 block of Garner Road in Railroad Flat after receiving information that William Michael Williams, 39 in Railroad Flat, was at the residence. Williams had been wanted for the past 2 years for failing to register as a sex offender in violation of probation.
Uh-oh.
When deputies arrived at the residence, they were greeted by an aggressive dog and Williams at the front door. Deputies ordered Williams to put his hands in the air. He ignored their commands and returned to the residence. Deputies entered the residence in pursuit of Williams and found Stephen David Hayner, 45 of Mountain Ranch, seated on a couch with a glass methamphetamine smoking pipe on his lap and a bag containing a small amount of methamphetamine on the ground near Hayner. Williams was located and placed under arrest after deputies found him hiding in the bathroom.
I feel like I need to do that episode, that Cops, the music. Bad boys, bad
A subsequent search of the residence revealed that Williams was in possession of approximately 2 pounds of marijuana.
2 pounds.
He was booked in Calaveras County Jail for possession of meth, possession of less than 1 ounce of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. His bail is being set at $25,000. Williams was booked for an outstanding arrest warrants as well as possession for sale of marijuana, possession of more than 1 ounce of marijuana, and possession of methamphetamine. He's been held at $115,000.
$115,000. And while we are on the miscreants, I guess our miscreant section, we got a CHP report this morning, and this one is just, this happened last night just before 8 p.m. An officer, Tobias Butzler, was parked on the eastbound shoulder of State Route 12 near Evans Road, and he was behind a disabled vehicle when the patrol car's emergency lights were on. when a 52-year-old Valley Springs resident driving a 2005 Dodge pickup, you've had too much to drink when you hit a parked CHP car. And luckily there was no injuries.
Side swipe.
But, you're probably not going to be able to talk your way out of this one.
I don't think so.
He was arrested for DUI.
I think actually the police officer was out of his car when he
was out of his car.
Luckily, he didn't hit him. Thank goodness.
And so the 52-year-old Valley Springs resident sideswiped the CHP
cruiser. Did they say what his levels were or anything?
I don't think it says what his levels were, but he actually sideswiped. Officer Butzler observed signs and symptoms of alcohol consumption. You don't think? All right, Officer Miller arrived on scene, took over the investigation. McMillan was determined to be under the influence of alcohol and arrested for driving under the influence. And our little caption on our article that wrote this morning is, if you're drunk enough to hit a parked CHP cruiser, you know you're in trouble, yes, right? Exactly. Isn't that the...
Time to put your tail between your legs and run. You're in trouble. Okay, I guess we better talk about what's going on this weekend.
We'd better.
Running out of time.
And there's a lot of stuff going on.
Let me see. This Saturday, Sounds of the Season, holiday concert and supper at Ironstone Vineyards.
All right.
Which Bethany will be going to cover for us. Let me see. Sounds of the Season, Family Christmas is the theme for another joyous musical celebration featuring the renowned Singing Nuns, a.k.a. the Troublemakers. Featuring an ensemble of talented musicians and pianist Helen Kimsey Plowman. The performance begins at 4 p.m. with the supper following at 6 p.m. Tickets are $25 for adults. For children ages 12 and under, $12.50. To purchase tickets, call the reservations coordinator at Ironstone, 728-1251, extension 11. We also have a press release about this concert on the front page of our website, so you can look.
So if they want to read more?
Yes, exactly. It sounds like a lot of fun. We were unfortunately invited to, well, not unfortunately, but invited to a Christmas party at the last minute, so we have to attend.
So we have to go to a Christmas party?
Some good friends of ours invited us, so we have to go. So she's going to be covering this for us. I'm sure she'll be taking video and all that for everybody to see. Also on Christmas Eve, I'm doing all the chatting tonight. You're not talking.
Well, she warned me because earlier this week I was talking over her. And so I was warned to just sit back, relax, read the paper, or do something until she was finished.
Bear Valley Lodge is having a Christmas Eve holiday party, which we talked about last night also, which sounds like a lot of fun, which we may go to. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun. That starts at 6 o'clock. They're going to have a gingerbread house making contest, cookie decorating, coloring contests for the kids, a holiday movie, I'm sure food and music and all those kinds of things. And that's going to be held up in the lounge up at Bear Valley.
It will?
Christmas Eve, starting at 6 o'clock. Christmas caroling. And also the Murphy's Hotel. I know all about the entertainment
she's doing
news.
The entertainment.
That is my thing.
The calendar woman.
Yes. The Murphy's Hotel will be serving Christmas dinner. Also Christmas breakfast. They're starting in the morning with their meals. And their full menu is also up on our site. If you click under Food News, it will bring that up for you, what they'll be serving on Christmas Day. The Big Tree's warming hut is open. Did you see that?
I did. All right. Okay. And
I'll let you get. She's going
to let me talk. All right. I'm so excited. The Big Trees State Park warming hut is now open for the season. And let me go get down here.
Very cool. I did not know they had a warming hut. Did you?
Where is it?
Scroll down. It's down a ways.
There we go. The Calaveras State Park has officially opened its warming hut for the 2007-2008 winter season. Mike Brown, Joe Crawford, Kent Brady, park docents have tidied up the hut. Jeff Davis, park ranger, has it stocked with wood, and the hut has been declared ready for visitors.
I would like to go visit that. I think that would be very cool. Because did you see the picture? It's like a picture taken back in the 70s. It's very cool. Very cool. And I didn't even know they had a warming hut up there. So
on Saturdays and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., volunteers will offer free coffee, hot chocolate, and cider to park guests who want to take a moment to warm up from enjoying the park in its winter splendor. The refreshments provided by the Calaveras Big Trees Association with along a coupon that entitles visitors to a 10% discount on purchases at the park's visitor center.
And they are so nice out there.
Yeah.
They are really very gracious.
The warming hut is located to the northeast corner of the main parking lot where a warm fire is waiting for you during your next weekend visit. Please call 795-3840 if you have any questions.
Sounds like fun.
And also, if you're another little kind of a fun thing, if you're a resident of Bear Valley, this paper needs no introduction. It's called the Cub Reporter. It's the monthly chronicle of the Bear Valley community. And the editor and publisher is Eric Jung.
Longtime resident
of Bear Valley.
And
he does a great job on this. Now this is all the little things. This is some of the stuff we ran earlier on the Pine Show with Bear Valley Expense Management Team with a picture of Clayton Rasmussen and Dave Hager on the front of it. And also there's a really nice little article here from Gigi Valenti from the owners of the Lake Alpine Resort.
Which we have up on the site also.
And the restaurant here. So this is kind of the thing, and this is their winter schedule. The breakfast, brunch, lunch, and dinner will be served at the lodge from Thursdays through Sundays and 7 days a week during the holidays. The restaurant will be open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for brunch, lunch, dinner from 5 to 8 p.m. And the restaurant can also make arrangements for private parties or special events.
Sounds like a lot of fun, really, to go and do that.
And they have their taxi.
Yes, we have an article on that also on our website. It's called "Your Taxi Awaits," which has all that information in it.
See, I better not talk over, so I'm just going to read the paper.
No, this way we're going to run out of time to talk about events. That's all.
Okay, you better hurry.
Live music at Hotel Leger on Saturday night.
That's right.
By Wingnut Adams. Which doesn't say what time it starts, but it says, come early and grab dinner, stay late and get a room. We have it all under one roof in downtown McCallamy Hill. For more information, you can visit hotelleisure.com. Christmas Eve, camps will be serving their regular menu, but they will be open for Christmas Eve, but closed on Christmas Day. On Christmas Eve, Foothill Community Church will be having a Christmas to remember. We have a reason to celebrate. Join us in celebrating the birth of Jesus the Messiah on Christmas Eve at 6 p.m. at Foothill Community Church located on Whittle Road in Angels Camp. Also,
this is kind of nice. I just sit here, like a potted plant.
That's about all. There's not a whole lot of stuff going on this weekend. It's actually going to be a pretty quiet weekend. I think how our county works is all the stuff is done kind of a few weeks beforehand, so you have those last couple of weekends to spend time with family.
Yeah,
which is really the most important thing.
The highlight is the snow.
Exactly.
Excuse me. Bear Valley said they've received almost 3 feet. So if you're looking at what conditions will be coming up here, the entire upper mountain will be open. All 6 lifts, so that'll bring up Polar Express, all the rest of the stuff. 3 feet, and there should be more on the way. Should be a little more.
I think so.
Just before the winter. The weekend. So it's and we'll go from the Bear Valley Mountain Resort.
I'm going to talk about one more thing real quick, just because we just talked to these people today and they wanted us to mention it. Irish Family Vineyards in Vallecito is having a special 10% discount on all of their sparkling wines. And what they have, which I've heard is an absolutely wonderful apricot wine. Right. They also are selling these sparkling champagne style things
so you can mix them,
that you can mix together. Yes. And there's a little ad on the front of our site. If you go to that and you click it, it will take you to more information on that. They carry apricot, Grand Cuvée, almond, and raspberry. And they're having a 10% discount on that from now until New Year's.
If you mention the pinetree.net, right?
Well, I think you still get
just in general.
I'm not sure. You just have to say, hey, we saw you on the pinetree.net.
So. Yeah. And just a quick rundown. And this is a little PDF of this week in Bear Valley. This is kind of some of the events going on up there this weekend.
Santa will be visiting. I forgot about that. The slopes.
But Friday night starts off with Guitar Hero Karaoke. Karaoke, yes. Sorry. We spent some time a few years back with a man who'd spent time in Japan, and he was, karaoke. So if you say karaoke, you're just an okie, right? Yeah.
Which we are.
So you go karaoke. Yes, okay. That's on Friday night. Then the Mountain Adventure Seminar is teaching avalanche control level 1 seminar. Monday, Santa visits the slopes. December 24th, come out and ski and board with the old red guy.
Christmas Eve on the slopes, visiting with all the people out
And
there.
we mentioned the Christmas Eve decoration with cookies.
Sounds like fun.
And also Monday night football and buffet at the Lake Alpine Resort. Isn't that pretty cool?
About that, yeah.
Monday night football and buffet, Lake Alpine Resort. Merry Christmas on the 25th, and then there's
Are they serving dinner at the Lake Alpine on Christmas Day?
I think they are. And also,
It doesn't say.
and this is the nice thing is everything up there will be full blast and running as of this weekend. The Meadows Cafe is the new expanded cafe and warming hut for the Bear Valley Cross Country. That will be out there in the middle. They're going to feature.
That's a really neat thing too, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. The Creekside Dining Room now has a gourmet salad bar along with it.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they
I
do.
didn't know that.
And also the Bear Valley General Store has all their
They have good
their
food
normal
there.
stuff there.
We love to go there and eat.
And Headwaters takes it up a notch with their
good.
Saturday night dinners.
Yes.
Very nice, well done stuff. So
Now are they all going to be open this weekend, huh?
everything's
Christmas.
full blast and rolling.
Great.
So everything's full blast at the top of the hill. They've had enough snow that they are full blown 100% operation. Everything's going like that. And
So
I believe
weather
even the sledding hill will probably be open.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
they have the best sledding hill up there. The best one I think I've ever been to. I
Kind
love
of a
it.
family. It's a nice family
fun.
thing.
It's easy to walk up, not too hard, not too steep. You're not exhausted by the time you get up to the top. I mean, I could even do it a few times, and it really is good. It's really very nice. They actually rent sleds if you don't have any. They rent sleds up there for you to use at a very minimal cost. Actually, you have to use theirs. Yes.
Yeah.
At a very nominal fee. It's a lot of fun. The kids love to go do that. So, weather?
Oops. You know what? We're out of time. Thank you very much. Weather. There's going to be another system coming in tomorrow night. But we'll get a little bit more of that. But thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, and happy holidays.
Have a great weekend.
Yes,
Good night.
Thank you.